Confidence. We're going to kick off the open mic. We have our three participants. They are Samuel Thorne from our loud band. He's in the band, he's a poet, and he's handsome, so don't vote for him. He's a piece of shit. Now I need to say everyone's attractive, don't I, or else that's really biased. Our next super attractive open micer will be none other than Aloud's own Ross McFarlane! And our third and the most attractive will be Kat McFarlane! They will go in that order. I won't introduce them between, so get ready and wow. I am sorry. Everyone give it up for Sam Thorne!
Where do we begin when the compass starts to spin? This determined little needle is twisting round, oblivious to all it's found. You know what I see? I'll tell you what I see. I see a kaleidoscopic splurge of will pushing and pulling us until all that power turns us grey and bitter as the brains we pay to think the thoughts that we cannot think because we trust our joy in drink and drugs and sex and simple things that separate cows from kings. But how does one become a lord if all the joy he can afford serves to mash his mind to shit and leave him groaning in a pit of aching joints and stinking juices whilst brain and body rebuild truces again? It's fucking driving me insane, this routine. I mean, is there no one here tonight who's tired of wasting finite years wired to a system where we turn and let our candles slowly burn? I mean, at what age does ambition die? When did that hopeless soul slyly tear your young beliefs to rot? And don't you dare tell me you forgot that hopeless voice that took the choice from your helpless little hands to meet the massed machine's demands. Whose caring voice let you suffer? Is it teacher, mother, maybe lover? Who's the slimy devil's dog that forced you to become a cog in a sterile steam-powered story of a billion failures that came before we found we could be so much more? We could be the dreams they told us to ignore. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask of you now, before I take my preliminary bow, to raise your hands all in the air. Just, if you're feeling brave, then just raise a pair of fingers right at me, right now. Do it, honestly, thank you. Now then, picture myself as this man, this voice, whoever it is that took the choice from your helpless little hands, and say two words to me. That's all I ask to fulfill your faithful speaker's task. Fuck you! Shout it. Fuck you! Fuck you, people, let me hear you sing it. Fuck you to the brainwash, fuck you to the bitter, fuck you to the sunken soul, fuck you to the quitter, fuck you to the faithless, fuck you to the failures, fuck you to the judge, fuck you to the jailer, fuck you, and fucking fuck you too, Kev, by the way. Just... See, to dream our dreams as dreamers can is to find the very thing that makes us man, and we are everything we choose to be. We're eternal marks in history, and if some lost soul shows obsession with another person's confession, then just remember that we all have a choice and we're all born to raise our own voice. Thank you.
It's a long way down the rabbit hole we find ourselves alone. Wandering from work to home, from show to show, trying to touch on something as we go, but we struggle and stumble through crowds of people talking past each other. We cover up in cold weather as layers of not today echo past our fatigued figures. This is a culture of being at home and a country of the lonely. So come sit with me. On the steps of Buchanan Street, we'll huddle up for warmth when it gets cold. When the tills are all tallied and the shops are all closed, we'll watch as the workers walk their way home and remember, this is our world. We walk the city streets or escape to the country. The latter gets to forget, turn off TV sets and lament what they remember from when they were younger. The former just learn to trick their perceptions. Problems disappear from sight while still existing in front of our eyes. Steps taken leading upwards, always progressing till you're on the same flight in a different light. You're just stuck in an escher painting, reflecting back in a clear sphere. We're creating the hands that draw us here, so come sit with me. On the steps of Buchanan Street, we'll huddle up for warmth when it gets cold. When the tills are all tallied and the shops are all closed, we'll watch as the workers walk their way home and remember, this is our world and it's fucking mundane, but this is our world and it constant remains, but this is our world. It's what we lost in the fire, in the heat that we gained, so cry on your best friend's shoulder. Don't try and hold yourself together, just hold on to each other. Weathering the storm isn't possible, questioning the rights and the wrongs is getting us nowhere, so just bleed out your fears for a while. Keep company and do what you can. There's no use keeping calm, and no way to carry on your own. Cheers.
Give me the soft, white sands and soft, tiny seashells of home. Arms like an anchor around me, and the sound of children playing in rock pools at my back. If you will not give me that, give me a howling gale, the kind that shrieks and screams in your ears, that frightens birds and flattens trees. Let me meet it, teeth on. Let it lift these flimsy thoughts from my mind, tear asunder these feeble dreams, and lift me from this scree-clad hillside across a mighty, heaving, grey-green ocean through rain that comes at you sideways and stings and slashes your skin until I am back once more in Shawbost, standing on that grassy cliff top beside the hole in the sea, with its awesome pounding roar that takes hold of your ears and your heart, and like love, fills you with fear and draws you close.